All right, Thunder fans, Travis Halonix here, joined by Trenton Thunder manager Shawn Chacon on the bus here following the two-game set versus the Black Bears, West Virginia. Split the games here, Shawn. I'm in Myrtle Beach here, South Carolina, on the phone with you. Appreciate it. You hopping on and joining me tonight.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Always. Been a minute.
Yes,
good to be back. Wish we had better news for tonight, but, baseball. So let's get into it.
Yes, sir. Baseball, like you said, tonight. 10-6 loss, we'll get to that. Split yesterday, great 8-2 win over Black Bears. Kind of recap, go back a little bit, if you don't mind. The weekend series at home versus Scrappers. Tough series loss, but go back to win 9-4, then tough 7-5 loss, and then 8-7 loss in the series finale. I think it was Friday night, 9-4 win, real good win. Started with starting pitching. Connor Holt's really good, 5 strong innings in that game. 5 innings, 3 hits, just a run.
Where do you want to start, man? A lot, and it's been a while, dude. Baseball players were taught to have short-term memories.
Yeah. Connor threw the ball real well that game, I believe, right? So just touch on his outing if you recall.
Yeah, was that, let's see, that was Friday night, right?
Friday night, versus 9-4 win over the Scrappers, so game 1 of that series.
That's right, right. Okay, yeah, so talk about Connor. He was nails, man. Drew 5, shut him down. What do you have? Like 4 strikeouts, I think. Only like 3 hits.
3 hits.
Came in like
4 Ks, yep.
Yeah, so he was great. Exactly, what we needed to start that series. Getting Mahoning Valley off the bus and stuff. It was perfect. So, we got through there.
Yeah.
With the starter getting in there, and then we're again put up zeros early in the game, and the odds are in your favor at home. That's just to put up runs. So that's what we do.
Yes, sir. And the offense took from there, put up 2 runs in the third, 4 in the fourth, 2 more in the fifth. So a nice lead there. 2 runs in the third, Schroeder single, Cash sack fly, 4 in the fourth. Schroeder single, Donovan Cash 3-run double, make it 6-zip. Nice lead there.
Yeah, it was good to see Donovan get that double. He'd been scuffling a bit before that, so it was nice to see him, driving some runs, and that was a huge part of the game. I think he drove in 4 in that stretch.
3-run, 4 in the stretch, a 3-run double there in the fourth, made it 6-zip.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it was nice to get that off, and then after that, you kind of felt like the game was ours. The guys were excited to play at home. It was, Pat Corporal Friday night. So, we didn't go unscathed by any means, but, they scrapped back, scored a couple runs, but we kept adding, and then, we were able to shut them down in the 8th and 9th to get the victory.
Yep, definitely. It's like you said, they got a few runs there, but you shut them down in the 8th and 9th inning, win 9-4. I hit them 14-9. Used a few guys there, Carbone, Bell, Strakeford. Almeida, Drakeford and Almeida scoreless outings, 8th and 9th inning. Real good job there. So they were real good. Obviously Almeida, he's I don't even think you could jinx him at this point. He's just knock on wood.
Nah, but you can't. Like what's good is good, and I think the way JJ's been approaching his work is the reason why it stayed that way. So. Testament to him and his focus. Drakeford came back with another strong outing, and he was, throwing the ball well. And I think, for the most part, our arms, bounced back from that sort of dog days of summer part, and they've been real good.
Yes, sir. Love to hear that. We'll go into Saturday's game, Saturday night. 7-5 loss. You look at the box score. Goes through the head 1-zip. Got a Marinac single in the first, but Mahoning Valley got 2 in the third. Stayed that way till the 6th when they got 3. Gets rallied back. Tight game at the end there. Starting pitcher in the game, Brennan Parks, 5 in the third. So they got in trouble late in the 6th inning there. This last inning, charged 9 hits, 5 runs. But
that game was tough because we had faced Jong, the right-hander in Mahoning Valley, and he kind of shut us down before that. So, in the first inning, able to scratch out that first run, kind of, you're like, okay, we're going to have a chance. And, bats kind of went dead a little bit. I'm not sure, but I think there were a couple plays that, maybe base running errors that might have played a small factor in the game as far as us scoring runs. But needless to say, we fast forward and we happened to be down 5-1, I think it was.
Yep, 5-1, bottom 7.
Yeah, and then, we scratched back, but, I got to be honest, this whole time, I was having an issue with the umpire, and the way it was being called, it was tough, for lack of a better term. So by the end of that, in hindsight, I should have kept my mouth shut after we came and tied the game.
Yeah,
but,
this was Saturday night.
Was that Saturday?
Yeah. Right? I think Sunday you got tossed, right? The finale.
Oh, was that Sunday?
Yeah. But I was going to say, I heard that...
Oh, that's right.
Heard from others that the umpires' crew wasn't good the whole weekend.
No, they were terrible. Yeah, I jumped ahead, but yeah, I remember that game too.
Yeah,
we tied that game.
Made it 5-4. Yeah, Sunday you tied it at 5, then you got tossed. That's when you got tossed. So.
Yeah. So Saturday's game...
made it 5-4 after 7, and they got... After you got 3 runs, make it 5-4, they came back and got 2, and then home run off Myles Garrett. Kind of tough, right?
Yeah, that was the dagger we had scratched back, and then Myles was still trying to find his footing. He had that good 7th, running back out there for the 8, which he cruised to that 7th inning, so we give him an opportunity in the 8th, and he must have pitched hanging a hitter's count, and the kid hit a home run. So you look at it like it's all learning experience. You have second guess what they're doing, but we're still trying to iron those wrinkles out. But I think we, again, put up 5 runs, came back and scored 1 on the 9th, I think. But no quit. The offense has been good. It remains good, and that being said, the umpires, they played a big factor that weekend, and it's unfortunate because it's about the players, but so be it.
Yeah, we had to talk a few times before so far about umpires that are playing a huge part. It just definitely sucks, taking out of players' hands. But
yeah, it's just tough. It's just tough because of the inconsistency. It's not even, we know what level we're at, and I'm not expecting big league umpires, and even then, I'm not expecting anybody to be perfect. But it just seems like the lack of consistency and then the attitude about it. It's just a bad combination, So anyway, let's that transition just to Sundays.
Yeah, into Sunday rubber game, 5:00 start there in Trenton. That's fell behind 5-zip after 2, 5-run second for the Scrappers, and he called the way back. The long champ start seemed like grinding after that 5 runs in the second, and throwing 5 in the third in this game. You guys clawed back 1 in the third. Then 4 in the 5th to tie it up there. Take it from Luke, and then the offense came up.
Yeah, that was a tough start to that one. D'Lo's been really good.
Yeah.
Throughout the season. And to see him struggle, that was kind of hard. In that second, was it the second inning?
Second inning, yes.
Yeah. So, I'll be honest. The only thing that sticks out to me is, again, the umpires. We got down, we were able to fight back. We were able to capitalize on some mistakes by Mahoning. And it looked like we were going to, right the ship for a minute there. And then, like I had alluded to before, I got ahead of myself. I probably should have kept my mouth shut after we tied it up. But those umpires made it real hard, dude. It was just such a blatant, I don't know if it's a lack of focus, lack of care, or just ego or what it is, but you can't say anything to these umpires and then you get suspended. Anyway, so we tie it up in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah.
And then I get tossed. Kind of arguing balls and strikes.
I was going to ask you. I figured it was after that.
Yeah, then I just kind of said, screw it, dude. I'm going to let this umpire know how I really feel. And, that was it. But, we followed that inning by giving up a couple runs. But then again, I think umpires played a factor even after that. They're squeezing D'Lo a bit, the strike zone. And it just seemed like it became a personal thing, which for me, I get why they would take it that way. But for us, for me, it's about the guys and them not taking that bats away and them not taking their opportunities for success away. And so that's what I'll always defend. And, I'm not one to just, bag on umpires all the time and blame them by any means. But when they play that big of a role and, in that type of atmosphere, it's kind of a bummer.
Yeah, totally. So from there, they got the student to watch the game. He's from the clubhouse, all right. And so they had 2 runs in the 6th, another run in the 7th, then get 1 in the 7th, 8-6. Yeah, I heard the 8th inning when Trayford was pitching, there's a bad call in the field. I heard, and then 9th inning, I heard we made it 8-7. Last double play, probably would have been safe at first base.
Safe at first.
Yeah. So I guess more plays after.
Like 2 steps.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So at that point, you understand now that they took my disagreement with the home plate off. They took it out on the game and the players, and the integrity's lost there. So they think they're doing something, to punish me, but they're only punishing themselves because, everybody who's there watching the best ball, everybody's like they noticed. So, Not needless to say, again, focus on baseball and the players. They came back, playing against the opponent and the umpires is tough, but
like you said, and the final score ended up being 8-7, 1-run game, rubber game in a series, big crowd, big game, and it takes away from what they did, fighting back and everything. It's,
It does, but it's only for a minute, As we're going over it, I realized how important it is to move on, whether it's right or wrong, good or bad. It's kind of important to show these guys from day to day, like, hey, we're going to deal with today. We'll learn from our mistakes and we'll learn from, whatever happens. But it's baseball. We get to turn around, wake up, and play again tomorrow.
Yeah, yes, sir. We'll take it from there into yesterday, Monday. Like I said, baseball and you guys, the way the schedule was, playing a series at home, and then keeping the 13-game stretch going out to West Virginia, go out there, long bus ride. These guys got in, probably got ready right off to the field to start playing, preparing for the game. Then you go out there and score 4 runs the first inning yesterday against an 8-2 win versus Black Bears.
Yeah, we long bus trip, early morning.
All day.
We get in, and we weren't. We thought we'd send the game was at 6:30, like it most of the time was, and then we get to the hotel and stuff and realize the game's at 6, so we actually didn't get a chance to take batting practice on the field. So we had a cage day, but wouldn't you know it, like they came out swinging, man, and honestly, it was this good hitting display and approach, and it's just overall solid game from the jump,
Yeah.
And so that game, especially with a team like West Virginia, who's, they're good, and you got to play good to beat them. Like we pretty much dominated them. T. Morrissey, like I don't need to say much. He was lights out, and I think for him, he deserves to be pitcher of the week. So I hope the draft league recognizes that. But he was awesome, and he gave us much needed relief for the pen because we have a couple guys down. So 8 innings out of him, that was awesome.
Yes, sir. 8 innings, like you said. Just 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned. Get 2 and 8th inning there, but 5 Ks, 122 pitches, just absolutely just grinding out there, just giving his all, everything he had. Huh?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he didn't want to come out, but we were happy with the 7th. But he's like, I want to go, and he was already at around 100 pitches. So, you learn as a manager, you want to protect your players. You don't want anyone to get injured, but you also learn when to look in the eye and trust them. And that was one time where he was, he was dead set that he was going out there, and I don't think he planned on throwing that many pitches, but he got into some trouble in that 8th and ended up, giving a couple runs. I'm not sure if there was an error in that inning or not, but
I think he just called the ball that got by third base. 2 runs scored, 2nd run, I think, by BB.
Oh yeah. So that was just one of those unfortunate things, right?
Yeah, throw in, but.
Yeah, but other than that, you know, again, the defense is solid. There's a couple errors in there, but you can't. The focus should not be taken away at all from what MT Morrissey did. That was his game, man. He dominated.
Yes, sir. Dominated. As a whole, it's a great team win. Going in first place, West Junior team, making the long trip. Offense, 12 hits, 8 runs, 4 in the first. BB double, Marinac single, Uran singled in a run. Willis added the run in the second, 2 more in the fifth. Then after they got 2 runs in the eighth, another run in the ninth, Marinac single. So MT amazing, and offense, defense really good, like you said. A great team win in that game.
It was great. It was great, man. It was just what the doctor ordered after that busted. But again, baseball. Game over, another game coming.
Yeah. We'll get into tonight's game now. Xavier Levet, the start, we talked off air. He was really good last 2 starts for you guys, dominant today. It was 5 innings. He gives up 4 runs in the second inning. 3 more to come across in the fourth. So it was 5 innings, 5 hits, 8 runs, 5 earned in his line, a few walks, 2 Ks.
Yeah, he was. It's weird because I don't think he could. They had 10 runs, but only 7 hits. So it's hard to look at his outings without understanding that he didn't get hit around that bad. There were some plays that weren't made, obviously. What stood out to me though was that he was super amped up and his velocity was up from the beginning. And if you know anything about Xavier Levet, his style of pitching, he's a submariner, and he relies on movement and sink, and also a little bit of velocity. But when he's really good, he's pitching at 88 to 90, and he's breaking bats and hitting ground balls. Tonight he was at 93, all the way up to 93, which means for his sinker it was just going to flatten out. So I think that attributed to a little bit more barrels being pitched on him tonight. And honestly, it was one of those days where we were getting shut out by their pitcher who pitched a great game, So, Lynch had his cutter working and, in hindsight, like he had our right-handed hitters, which, ideally you think righties against lefties, they got a better opportunity. But, man, he's carving them up.
Gotcha. Yeah, he went 7 strong. See here, 6 hits, 2 runs. Really good outing for Lynch there. So you guys, in offense, like I said, it's tough. Got to run in 5th, 6th, and battle in 9th there, scoring the 4 runs, but the fight in the team. Like I said, you mentioned no quit, rallying there. Not enough.
Yeah,
but
we had some uncharacteristic plays that the ugly showed up a little bit tonight.
4 errors.
4 errors.
But,
yeah, 4 errors, and you're not gonna have a lot of success as far as wins and losses when you make 4 errors. But that again, you have to have a short memory, move on, play the next inning, etc. And I'm just, again, when you have games like this and you lose, and it's kind of one-sided and being dominated the whole game, and then you're able to put up some good swings and good at bats, and Nisla coming in and pitching the last, what is it? Yeah. 2 1/3 or something like that.
3 innings of.
Oh yeah, 3 innings. So what he did tonight definitely contributed to. I think he gave up 2 runs.
Yep, 2 runs, 2 hits, no walks, 3 Ks. Hit 1 batter.
Yeah. He was good. And honestly, see what happens. Ebbs and flows. He shut him down for 2 innings. We got some new arms in the game, and we were able to, again, have at bats, take walks, and then get some timely hitting. And honestly, that's as good as I've seen him hit. And I'm talking extra base hits, barrels. Like, they were squaring up balls, and these guys were throwing 95 plus. So I think they were excited to get away from that 85-mile-an-hour left-handed cutter, which is funny. But that's what we'll take home with us as far as going into the Models game. Yeah, the bats are still hot. So overall, you look at the wins and losses, and you can be like, we had a chance to come in and beat the first place team twice, and in all honesty, we should have. And when we faced them at home, we split with them with the rain out too, but I feel like we can compete with them. And by no means do I think, we have better talent than them, but I do think that the baseball stuff and the team thing that we have can definitely compete with them. So, that being said, we split a 2-game trip on a 6-hour bus trip both ways in between 2 home series. Like, you got to give these guys credit.
Yeah.
It's a hard travel. It's a hard thing to ask to come out and just play good, let alone, win 2 games. And we came out with a split. So us and the staff are going to take a lot of positive away from that.
Gotcha. Yeah, love to hear that. Heading back home, like I said, another homestand. Frederick comes to town tomorrow night. These guys return home, playing for a 3-game set Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You guys set now at 9-10. Chasing the Black Bears 13-5. About a few weeks left in the season. 24 games left. But health of the team. How's the team doing wise? Coming back on the bus here.
We're good, dude. Listen, there's just some wrinkles that need to be ironed out, and when I say that, I mean there's things that happen during the baseball season when you get fatigued, and there's emotions are tested, and your capacity for this lifestyle is tested, and I think as we get through these this first couple weeks of August, we definitely like the trends that we see. You're going to have games like tonight where defense negatively affects you, but like I would be pressed to say that Levant will come back with a fury this next outing. So I guarantee you.
Yes, sir. And you guys real close in games like the series over the weekend versus West Virginia, real close to beating them every time. Run differential plus 18. Pretty good. It's in the 9-10, so definitely odds are turning around. A streak here soon. So go through your new guy from a few days ago, the weekend, Jackson Vanderbrake out from UNC. I heard that Brian Young, fortunately, Tommy John surgery, right?
Yeah, I forgot. We haven't talked in a minute.
Yeah, since last Thursday. So.
Yeah, so it's been tough, man. We had to let go of Will Hudler. We needed an extra infielder. Mariniak and Vega were banged up, so steps in Jackson Vanderbrake from North Carolina, and he has not disappointed, man. He's been. Yeah, he stepped in right away the first day that he was in and contributed. So he's a good, mature player. He's quiet, works hard, and he's definitely improved our team in our offense.
Yeah, that's awesome. I heard similar to Cash. He hadn't seen live pitching. He said he's coming in there and getting adjusted right back to it. Play baseball.
Yeah, man. But baseball is baseball.
Yeah.
And if you're a ball player, it's innate. So I think getting them in there right away is that's comfortable. Sitting and waiting, it's not. So, right now it's now to the point where we have guys, Cam Duran has been swinging the bat really well. BB has been swinging the bat really well. And for the most part, everybody is kind of, contagiously started figuring out. And what I mean by that is their approach at the plate, So, we get Tyler Collins in the game this past weekend. He gets 2 hits. So like I said, the trends, they're positive. Pitching is going to be, again, what makes or breaks us as any team. But, they're competitors. And, when you got guys that are real to compete every night and, we're actually short on arms right now. Andrew Ronnie, we got some bad news today. He'll be shutting it down for the season too. Oh, damn. With elbow issues. So we had Brian Young, who had an MRI and didn't have a partially torn UCL, so he'll be getting surgery when he had started that process of it. And so that was unfortunate. 2 of our best pitchers, as far as innings and statistics go, we lose. But again, focus on what we have here. Guys going to step up. That means more opportunities for other guys. And so, hopefully, they take it and run with this.
Yes, sir. And like I said, always relies on starting pitching. You have a long stretch of games and a mixed match of bullpen. Last couple games, good to have the guys rested, right? After going in.
Yeah, that's why I said MTs. With losing Brian Young as a starter and having to replace him with relievers, which I think we're getting a reliever tomorrow, it just takes out innings, So guys that have stepped up and pitched multiple innings, back-to-back days, all of them, the whole staff, they've been great. And I think the timing of it all has been good because they're all bouncing back from that first couple of weeks that are sorties. And they're starting to find their rhythm. So I'm looking forward to these next, I don't know how many days we're home, but, I think we left playing some pretty decent ball at home. And, overall on the road, we played pretty good. So, again, we win one, lose one, win one, lose one. But like you said earlier, there's a streak coming. And, hopefully it's at the right time. So just keep plugging away.
Yes, sir. Right back at it. Like tomorrow night at home versus Frederick for 3 games set. So you said kind of message to the fans. You said you're ready for a streak to come, and you played your baseball there. Just kind of thoughts heading back home now. Right back at home tomorrow night.
Yeah, man. We left on a good note. Fans are coming back. It'll be, I would say they're going to be a motivated team based on how things went tonight in this game. And just like I said before, I alluded to some wrinkles need to be ironed out as far as our approach and perspective of who we are and what we're doing here in this league. So I expect a motivated team. And I know I always say it, but they'll be ready to play. We'll put out a good showing. And I expect a sweet Frederick. No disrespect to my boy Preston Wilson over there. But, our team is in a position now where at home we need to start dominating. That's what we're aiming for.
Yes, sir. Love to hear that. Shawn Chacon, Thunder manager Shawn Chacon here joining me on the bus ride back from West Virginia. Appreciate as always, Shawn, your time, insight. Always thank you very much. Have a good night. Safe travels back home. Good luck tomorrow in that first game of the series.
Yeah, brother. Thank you. Enjoy your vacation, man.
Yes, sir. Thanks. We'll do.